good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Kid King, and today is another story time, man. Oh yeah. So I'm like, why not bring the story time to y'all, man? So without further ado, man, this is the story time of how I got kicked out of high school. This is my first year of high school. I went to Dawson High School, which is located in Pearland, back in the time that I started high school. So I was just doing stupid shit, and then I got sent to ISS one day. So I'm in ISS because the Spanish teacher, she wrote me up 7 times in a week. I'm like, how the fuck can you write me up 7 times in a week and we only have you 5 days out of the week? So she had to write me up twice, 2 days. So anyway, I'm just chilling, and then the next day I got ISS. So I go in ISS and he says that I have 5 days. So I'm like, man, what the fuck did I even do? So he told me that my teacher had wrote me up 7 times. So I'm like, man, alright. So every day when we walk in the every day that we walk in the ISS, there's some little rules and a summary that you have to write every single day. Like, it's printed right there on the wall. Like, he takes it to the wall and you gotta write word from word every single day that you up in there. So we going on to my like 3rd day. I finished writing the rules, and then the essay prompt, it says explain why you're in here and what can you do different to not end up in here next time. I kid you not. I said, I'm in here because this bitch ass Spanish teacher wrote me up 7 times in a week. I swear to God, if she was in my shoes, she would understand what the fuck I'm going through. I swear something gonna come for ass. And then as soon as I said something gonna come for ass, bro, they took that as a terroristic threat. I was like, man, what the fuck? I ain't even said I was gonna do nothing. I said something was coming for her. I ain't say I was gonna do something. It could have been karma, basically. But they took that as a terroristic threat, right? So the next day when I go to school, I'm in the I'm in the ISS room, and then I'm just copying I'm copying the rules again. And the ISS teacher had pulled me aside. He was like, hey, what's your name, Eon King, right? I was like, yes, sir. He was like, I couldn't help it to read your note, and you have a lot of interesting stuff up in here. I'm like, damn. So then what's the name? They took that to the office, and then when I kid you not, nigga, the principal, the assistant principal, all the motherfucking assistants, I'm talking about they in that room with me, making sure I don't do shit. I'm talking about they called my mama and everything to make sure that she came and picked me up from school. I'm already knowing what my mom gonna do or what my mom gonna say as soon as I step foot inside her motherfucking car. So I'm like, I'm not gonna ride with you at all. So she was like, okay. So then what's her name? She was like, don't come back to my house. I was like, damn, all my shit is over there. How can I not come back to your house? So I tried to ask for a ride from my brother, but what's her name? My mama got to him first. She was like, don't let him inside your car and don't bring him back over here. So then what's her name? I was like, damn, mama, you gonna do that shit to me? So what's her name? My brother was like, alright, and I'm gonna give you a ride, but I can't bring you back to the house. So I'm gonna just ride with you and I'm gonna bring you to your pop's house. So I was like, alright, cool, bet, that's a done deal. So meanwhile, I'm in the car, we driving, I'm hitting the wax pen, I'm high as shit, I'm like, put up to my pop's house, right? And then as soon as I get out, I couldn't even get my bag up out the car. That nigga, I'm talking about, god damn. So what's the name? As soon as he scared off, I'm knocking on the door. I'm like, Pops. He was like, what's up, Lee? I'm to my man, I got kicked out. 60 days. I wasn't having that. 60 days, bitch, in ALA? No, kill me right now. Just go ahead, kill me. Nah, what's the name? So I got to my pop's house, and then the next day, my dad came to the school with me, and then he withdrew me from the school, and then he had took me to Sterling, which is in H-Town. So I'm in H-Town, right? We went to go enroll me in Sterling like 2 days after that. So then what's the name? As soon as we went to go enroll me in Sterling, they had to sit down with me, and then they was like, hey, what you gonna do that's different from what you did at your old school? I'm like, hey, I can't dwell, I can't get left behind. I'm just stick to my schoolwork and all that. So what's her name? They were like, oh yeah, this is a bright kid, he's going some places. And then what's her name? Not even not even the third day at Sterling, man. I'm in PE class, right? What's her name? She tried to give me like this big ass packet, like this whole like this thick. I'm like, what's this? And he's talking like, you gotta do that. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. So then what's the name? She told me to get out, right? So I'm like, I bet. So I went to go chill up in the assistant principal's office, right? And tell me why every time that I try to come back, like from that day on, I tried to go back and then I tried to just go up in there and then try to sit down, get all my work done because I realized that I fucked up. She come at me talking about something. Nah, you can't be in here. I'm like, what you mean? This is my class. I'm like, nah, you can't be in here. Bye. I was like, damn, you gonna mark me present? She ain't say shit. She didn't say nothing. I'm talking about, alright, bet. So I'm just gonna chilling up in the assistant principal's office every single day that she ain't let me inside her PE class. And then all them times that I was going to the assistant principal's office, bro, she was marking me absent, bro. I'm like, bro, I am here. You see me physically. So what's all them absences led up? What's the name? They started looking into my profile, and then they was like, oh, you supposed to be in alternative school, right? I'm like, yeah, that was from my old school. I was hoping that I can start new. And like, she was like, nah, you messed that up. I was like, damn, I gotta go to alternative school. So then they was like, yeah, you gotta go to alternative school. I was like, alright, man, I ain't even gonna sweat you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm just gonna go. So what's the name? They brought my dad up here, and then they was like, sir, did you know that your son's supposed to be going to alternative school? And then, he was playing dumb. He was like, nigga, you supposed to be going to alternative school? And I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be going to alternative school. So what's the name? They brought me to the office, and then they were signing papers for me to get transferred to DAP. Man, when I tell you, DAP was the most chillest thing ever. I'm talking about minimum work, and you get like 300, you get the fuck off in class for the rest of the day. I'm talking about I'm passing everything, bro. I'm talking about I'm the smartest nigga up in there. I'm just, oh yeah, we couldn't have no phones. So what's the name? Every time you go into DAP, you gotta go through the front gate. You gotta take all your stuff off you, and then you gotta put it in this Ziploc bag with your name up on it. You gotta take your shoes off, you gotta take your socks off, and then you gotta walk through this metal detector. And then as soon as you walk through the metal detector, if it don't go off, then there's this big man that says arms up. That man patting me, like he touching my nuts, my ass, my feet, everything. I'm talking about, bro, you obviously say I don't got nothing up on me. So what's the name? I'm just doing my job. I'm like, man, I respect that. So first day, it was cool. It was chill. I ain't do nothing. I was just watching videos up on the computer, and I had fell asleep. Second day, we started doing work. I ain't even gonna hold you. We started doing work. It was towards the end of the year anyway, so we were just like doing the minimum work and then just bullshitting off for the rest of the day. All right, midway inside of alternative school, I'm talking about like every single time is dismissal, bruh. We just sit there with our phones and we just laugh. I made like 2 friends. That was like 2 friends, 2 special. Anyways, tell me why I'm like just chilling. I'm talking about, bro, I seen like a group of niggas get up, and I was just I was like, shit, like you can hit them motherfucking contacts in them hill. Damn, fuck. And then like every day something went down, bro. I kid you not, bro. I remember the last day of alternative school, bro. I remember the last day like it was fucking yesterday, bro. Let me tell y'all this motherfucking story, man. So I'm just chilling, right? I'm like, oh yeah, my last day, cause they gave me a little slip, like, hey, as soon as he get out today, what's his name? You can come back tomorrow and you can get his papers, and then he can get re-enrolled into his normal school. So I'm like, alright, bet. So I'm just chilling. I'm just I ain't gotta see none of y'all no more. So I'm just chilling. I was like, alright, yeah, it's cool with you, Mr. Games. So what's the name? I kid you not, bro. It's like the morning time. It was crazy, man. I was chilling. I'm already happy because it was my last day. I'm like, out of nowhere, man, I just see this motherfucking girl. She just talking shit to the officer. I'm like, fuck you. Man, you can fucking die for all I kill. Man, fuck you. And then what's the name? She tried to run off. I'm talking about cop big big as shit. He hauling after her ass, grabbed her, picked up, and body slammed her ass. I was like, damn. I was like, shit. Are you okay? Bro, I was legit scared for her, bro. I was like, bro, are you okay? Cause that shit was hefty. That shit was a hefty body slam, my nigga. And then what's that? She just get up, just shaking that shit off. I'm like, oh yeah, she a G. You can't fuck with her, man. She gonna fuck around and end up beating your ass. She gonna fuck around and end up beating your ass first, man. So anyways, last day, man, I'm talking about we crunk, cause it was like a lot of other people getting out too. So what's the name? We crunk. And then the last day, we just had like a pizza party in a motherfucking cafeteria. I'm like, oh, since when did AP get this lit? So what's the name? We just eating pizza. I'm like, man, I'm stuffed. I can't eat no more. Oh, then after that day, man, my dad came and got me, man. The next day he came and enrolled me from that school. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna miss y'all. Like, don't. They was like, don't come back. I'm like, shit, I wasn't planning on coming back. I wasn't planning on coming back anyway. So what's the name? They got, I got my papers. I'm around my pops. We just. So the next day, I got enrolled. Nigga, when I tell you, bro, everybody, like the assistant principal, Miss Johnson, she wasn't glad to see me. Principal King, she wasn't glad to see me. Mr. Thomas, cool dude. He was like, hey, Ian, welcome back, bro. I missed you. I was like, I missed you too, Mr. Thomas. And what's your name? I just kicked it out from there on that, man. I just had a ball, man. I was just having fun, man. I was doing my work. I wasn't trying to go back at all, man. Cause they said if I get into one fight, man, I get straight to DAP, man. Cause I was on a contract. Contract is you cannot have no more trouble for the rest of the year. I was like, you know how hard it is? You know how hard this is gonna be? I was like, shit. But anyways, man. Yeah, that's the story time for today, man. I hope y'all was entertained by this shit, man, because it was funny telling this story, and I'm glad that I get to share this with y'all, man. And from here on out, man, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all, man. I'm gonna be $150 with y'all, man. Whatever y'all wanna see me post, I'm gonna post to y'all, man. So I'ma just keep it chill with you, man. This your boy Kid King, man, and I'm out, man. Peace.